We're happy to see all the lovers of stunning discoveries in the world of nature. Today, we are going to have an incredible journey around the world to get acquainted with the real giants of nature. These are amazing trees that surprise with their size and beauty. Can you imagine what it would be like to stand under the crown of a tree that is thousands of years old? Or see a tree that seems to reach up to the sky? We will visit the most diverse corners of the planet, from the majestic sequoias in California to the fantastic baobabs in Africa, and each of these natural masterpieces has its own unique history. Giant sequoia tree, California redwood. Let's start with the fact that the California redwood is one of the most amazing and majestic creatures of nature. Can you imagine that the oldest sequoias appeared on Earth more than 2,000 years ago? They survived the Roman Empire, the Middle Ages, and the Renaissance. These trees can reach heights of over 100 meters, making them the tallest plants on Earth. Special attention should be paid to the ability of sequoia to withstand fires. Their bark, rich in tannins, protects trees from fires, and fires play an important role in their lives, helping to clear the forest floor and stimulating seed germination. California redwood is a symbol of the power and longevity of nature. Walking among these giants, you feel like a part of something great and eternal. Baobab prison tree. In the depths of the Australian continent, one can find one of the most amazing and mysterious trees on the planet. This is the baobab. This tree, which is about 1,500 years old, not only impresses with its size and diverse shape, but also preserves a rich history full of secrets and legends. This baobab has an impressive size, its girth exceeds 14 meters, and the hollow trunk resembles a natural chamber. In the 18th and 19th centuries, this baobab served as a temporary place of detention for Aborigines caught by the colonial authorities. Several people could be accommodated inside its empty trunk, which made it a kind of natural prison. Interestingly enough, baobabs are amazing trees. Their bizarre, bottle-shaped trunks can store huge amounts of water, which allows them to survive in harsh climatic conditions. Their roots extend far and deep, allowing them to extract water from the most hidden corners of the earth. The leaves and fruits of baobabs have long been used by local tribes as food and medicine. Today, this tree is an important cultural and historical monument. For tourists and locals, it serves as a reminder of the past and a symbol of endurance and perseverance. Dead vlei drought tree. Now you can immerse yourself in the atmosphere of a mysterious and amazing place that seems to be taken from the pages of a science fiction book. This is a dead forest in a dead swamp, also known as the dead vlei. This place, located right in the middle of the Namibian desert, attracts with its apocalyptic beauty and strange paintings. The dead forest is a dry lake surrounded by high red dunes. Dead trees can be found in its center, distorted and desiccated as if they were frozen in time. These trees, devoid of life, create an amazing contrast with the bright white clay of the lake and the red desert soil. The origin of the dead forest is shrouded in mysticism and mystery. According to legend, this place arose many centuries ago when the river flowing among the dunes was blocked by sand and the water stopped reaching the banks, leaving behind a dried bottom and dead trees. Since then, this place has remained motionless as if frozen in time, becoming a unique testimony to natural power. For photographers and travelers, the dead vlei becomes a real source of inspiration. Here you can find the most incredible camera angles and amazing compositions, playing with contrast and light. President tree. One of the most majestic and grandiose trees on the planet is the president tree, or the giant sequoia tree, which can be found in Sequoia National Park in California. This tree is so massive that its height exceeds 75 meters and the trunk volume is more than 1,300 cubic meters. It has been growing for more than 3,000 years, starting its way to heaven even before the pyramids were built. The president tree is a living witness to history, having survived the change of epochs, civilizations, and millennia. The president tree is distinguished not only by its size, but also by its beauty. Its trunk, which looks like a massive column, is covered with a deep rust-colored bark. The branches of the tree are spread out like huge arms rising to the sky, and the mighty roots go deep into the ground, providing stability and nutrition. This tree is a symbol of the power of nature and wisdom. It inspires and delights all who see it, reminding us how important it is to protect and respect our natural world. The mangrove tree. Right now, we're going to a world where trees stand in water and the roots develop in muddy salt water. This is the world of mangroves. These amazing plants grow in the most unpredictable and extreme conditions, surviving where other plants cannot even take root. Mangroves are the real champions in the world of adaptation. Their roots are immersed in water with salt and are subject to periodic flooding by tides. Some mangroves have aerial roots that allow them to breathe while the roots are underwater, while others have salt-proof leaves that allow them to control the salt levels in their tissues. At the same time, mangroves not only survive in extreme conditions, they also play an important role in the ecosystem of coastal zones. Their dense thickets create unique habitats for many species of plants and animals, including rare birds, fish, and shrimps. In addition, mangroves serve as a natural barrier, protecting coastlines from erosion and natural disasters such as tsunamis and hurricanes. The Socotra dragon tree. On the remote island of Socotra, lost in the Arabian Sea, we can find one of the most mysterious and exotic trees on the planet. This is the dragon tree. The dragon tree of Socotra impresses with its unusual appearance. Its dense crown, resembling a giant mushroom or an open umbrella, rises to a height of up to 10 meters. The branches of the tree seem to stretch towards the sky, forming a dense dome that casts a thick shadow on the ground. Such a structure not only gives the tree an amazing appearance, but also helps it survive in the harsh climate of the island, protecting it from the scorching sun and retaining moisture. One of the most striking features of the dragon tree is its sap. When a tree is cut or damaged, a thick red juice is released, resembling the blood of a dragon, which gave the tree its name. This juice has long been used by locals and merchants around the world as medicine, dye, and even in magical rituals. In ancient times, it was considered precious, while people were attributing healing and mystical properties to it. Socotra Island, where this amazing tree grows, is a unique place in itself. Due to its isolation from the mainland, rare species of plants and animals have developed here, which cannot be found anywhere else on Earth. The dragon tree is a striking representative of this unique ecosystem, attracting the attention of scientists, tourists, and nature lovers. The rainbow eucalyptus. The rainbow eucalyptus is a real miracle of nature which impresses with its bright and saturated colors. Its bark shimmers with all the colors of the rainbow, creating an incredible sight, like a picture that goes beyond imagination. This tree is a true artist who paints its works on trunks and branches, leaving enthusiastic observers in amazement and admiration. At first, the bark has a bright green color, then as it matures, it acquires blue, purple, orange, and maroon shades. The trunk of mature trees casts all the colors of the rainbow, which is why the species got its name. At the same time, the coloring of the bark is constantly changing. The rainbow eucalyptus reminds us that there are no boundaries for beauty and creativity in nature, and that even the most ordinary plants can become a source of inspiration and delight. Euphrates poplar. Would you like to hear the story of the ancient guardian of wisdom and history? This is the Euphrates poplar. This tree, presenting greatness and age-old wisdom, grows along the banks of the Euphrates River, witnessing many epochs and civilizations that have passed through these lands. The Euphrates poplar stands out for its unique ability to survive in harsh desert conditions. Its roots extend to a depth of 30 meters, seeking moisture in arid soils, and its leaves, covered with a waxy coating, minimize moisture loss during heat. This tree has become a symbol of endurance and adaptability, surviving in conditions where other plants could not survive. At the same time, the Euphrates poplar is not only a symbol of survival, but also the cultural heritage of many peoples. For centuries, its wood has been used for construction and the creation of household items, and its leaves and bark have been used in medicine and cosmetics. In various religious and mythological traditions, the tree is often associated with life, eternity, and spiritual rebirth. In addition to its cultural significance, the Euphrates poplar plays an important role in the ecosystem of the Euphrates River. Its dense thickets provide shelter for many species of animals and birds, and its roots help prevent soil erosion and conserve the river's water resources. Along the banks of the Euphrates where this ancient poplar grows, one can witness life and fertility, reminding us of the importance of preserving the natural balance. General Sherman tree, Sequoiadendron giganteum. In the depths of Sequoia National Park in California, one of the most magnificent natural wonders of the world is hiding. This is the General Sherman tree. This giant sequoia is the largest tree on Earth in terms of volume, and its grandeur is amazing. This is a real living giant whose height reaches almost 85 meters, and the volume of the trunk is 1,500 cubic meters. The age of this tree is more than 2,000 years old. It witnessed the events that shaped our civilization and continues to grow despite all the natural and human vicissitudes. Huge branches spread out like the arms of a giant, and strong roots going deep into the ground provide this tree with incredible stability and the ability to withstand hurricanes and other natural elements. Sequoias are known for their longevity and their ability to regenerate. Even if the tree gets damaged, it continues to grow and recover. The General Sherman tree is a living symbol of survival and the power of nature. Its majestic appearance and impressive size make it a real miracle that is worth seeing at least once in your life. The centurion tree. In the wild and majestic depths of the Tasmanian forests, one of the most outstanding and amazing trees on the planet, the centurion, is hidden. It is not just a giant among the trees, it is the tallest eucalyptus in the world and the third tallest tree on Earth. The tree rises to an incredible height of 100 meters. For comparison, this is the approximate height of a 25-story building. The tree was named after a Roman centurion officer commanding 100 warriors, worthy of its name due to his imposing and proud posture. This is a real natural miracle that impresses with its grandeur and power. Eucalyptus trees, which include centurion, are known for their ability to reach colossal sizes. The centurion tree, growing in the Arthur Pymon National Park in Tasmania, is a prime example of the strength and endurance of nature. The Brosimum udal tree. The milk tree is not just an ordinary plant. Its wood has unique properties that make it a valuable material for a variety of purposes. But the real miracle of this tree is manifested in its ability to secrete white, milky juice from its trunk when it's damaged. This juice serves as a source of nutrients for many animals and even humans, which makes the milk tree a special and valuable resource. The origin of this amazing phenomenon is associated with the special anatomical features of the tree. The milk tree has special vessels that contain milk juice. When a tree trunk is damaged or under pressure, these vessels are damaged and milk begins to flow out. Even though it seems impossible, the juice of this tree can really be used for food, and the locals have long made it a substitute for ordinary cow's milk. When boiling such a liquid, you can also get wax for making candles or chewing gums. The giant bamboo tree. In the dense tropical forests where nature shows its strength and greatness, one of the most incredible and fastest growing plants on the planet grows. This is the giant bamboo. This is not just a plant, but a real miracle of nature. Giant bamboo is the tallest type of bamboo in the world. It can reach a height of up to 30 meters, and its stems can be up to 30 centimeters thick in diameter. Interestingly enough, such a plant is able to grow to full size in just a few months. During the period of active growth, bamboo can add up to a meter of height per day, which makes it a record holder among the fastest growing plants on Earth. The stems of giant bamboo are smooth, hollow tubes separated by visible partitions. They are incredibly durable and flexible, which makes them indispensable in the construction and manufacture of various products. Houses, bridges, furniture, and even musical instruments are built from bamboo. Its versatility and sustainability make it one of the most valuable natural resources. In addition, bamboo has an important cultural significance in the lives of many peoples. In Asia, for example, it is called the poor man's wood because it is accessible and easily processed. Bamboo is used to make traditional tools, household items, and art, and its young shoots are used in cooking, being a delicacy in many cuisines of the world. The monkey pod tree. In the heart of the rainforest, one can find an amazing and majestic tree. This is Samania saman, also known as the rain tree. This tree, with its wide crown and exotic beauty, attracts the attention and fascinates everyone who finds themselves under its shadow. Samania saman is a real miracle of nature. Its crown, resembling a huge green umbrella, is able to cover an area up to 60 meters in diameter. Such a structure not only gives the tree a unique look, but also creates a real natural oasis under it, where one can hide from the hot tropical sun. The leaves of this tree have an amazing feature. They fold up at night or during rain, as if protecting themselves and everything under them from moisture. This tree is known for its durability and endurance. Its trunk can reach up to 2 to 3 meters in diameter, and its age is several hundred years. This tree not only survives in the tropics, but also becomes an important part of the local ecosystem. Its powerful roots help prevent soil erosion, and its wide crown creates favorable conditions for the habitat of many species of birds, insects, and small animals. The tree also plays an important role in the life of local communities. Its wood, durable and resistant to rot, is used for construction and furniture manufacturing. Useful substances are obtained from its seeds and fruits, and the trees themselves are often planted along roads and in parks, creating shade and improving the microclimate. In some cultures, the tree is considered sacred and is used in various rituals and ceremonies. The devil tree fire. Devil trees are a rare and amazing natural phenomenon that can be found all over the planet. In their trunks and branches, a mysterious process of self-ignition takes place, which supports the flame inside the tree. Incredibly enough, the trunk does not burn or collapse while maintaining its shape and structure. The origin of this phenomenon remains a mystery to scientists. Some believe that this is the result of bacterial decomposition of wood, which creates heat and the resulting flame. Others claim that gases form inside the tree, which can ignite under certain conditions, keeping the fire inside the trunk. But in fact, this is due to the usual lightning hitting a tree. The gushing water tree. We have already learned about trees burning from the inside, but what about the complete opposite phenomenon? Have you seen water pouring out like a fountain from inside this giant? The origin of this phenomenon is due to the unique structure of the tree and its root system. During heavy rains, water saturates the soil and penetrates into the roots of the tree, and then, under the influence of gravity and internal pressure, begins to escape through small cracks and holes in the trunk. Thus, the tree becomes a kind of natural fountain, filling the environment with fresh water. The prickly tree. This is exactly the case when prickly thorns and delicate flowers merge together, creating an exciting fusion of natural splendor. The floss silk tree, formerly Coresia speciosa, is not just a tree, it is a real artist from the natural world. Its trunk is full of sharp, prickly thorns that protect it from external threats and give it an exquisite appearance. But the true magic begins when it's time to bloom. At this time, the tree is covered with incredible, bright flowers that create a real enchanting feast of colors and aromas. In its native environment, the floss silk tree serves as a refuge for many species of animals and birds, and its flowers become an important source of nutrition and pollination for various representatives of flora and fauna. One more prickly tree. Now take a look at Gleditsia caspica, another prickly tree that impresses with its splendor and uniqueness. Gleditsia caspica is a real work of art of nature. Its trunk is covered with sharp, prickly thorns that protect this tree from any threats and give it a unique character. These thorns are so sharp and powerful that they can pierce even a tractor tire, not to mention people. There is a theory that the tree acquired such an appearance even with mammoths and other colossal animals. But the beauty of this plant is not limited to its prickly thorns. When the time of flowering comes, gleditsia caspica transforms into a real miracle of nature. Its green foliage, rich in shades and textures, creates a fascinating contrast with the thorny thorns. Tree for butterflies. The oyamel fir tree serves not only as a home for many animals and plants, but also as a center for the unique migration of monarch butterflies. Every autumn, these incredible insects travel thousands of kilometers from Canada and the USA to the tropical forests of Mexico to spend the winter here among the branches of the oyamel fir tree. The origin of this phenomenon is associated with the unique climatic conditions and biological characteristics of this region. The oyamel fir tree provides ideal conditions for butterflies, coolness and protection from the wind, as well as a sufficient amount of food in the form of juice, which is released by its leaves. In this place, one can watch these gentle creatures making their amazing flight thousands of kilometers to preserve their species and ensure the survival of future generations. The traveler's tree. The traveler's tree is not just a tree, it is a real savior in the hot tropical areas. Its huge fan-shaped leaves not only provide coolness and shade, but also accumulate water, which can be used as a source of liquid if necessary. This makes the traveler's tree a reliable source of water in dry areas. The phenomenon of this amazing plant is associated with the tropical forests of Madagascar, where it thrives in hot and humid climates. The antiaris toxicara tree. Sometimes wood is not about beauty and power, but also about secrets and dangers, such as this poisonous antiaris toxicara tree. This unique plant, hidden in the depths of tropical forests, has a deadly poisonous power that makes it one of the most dangerous trees on Earth. The antiaris toxicaria tree contains a real arsenal of chemical weapons of nature. Its juice, leaves, and fruits contain poisonous alkaloids, which can cause severe poisoning and even death by skin contact or consumption. This poisonous force makes the antiaris toxicaria tree dangerous to people and animals who may accidentally encounter it in the forest. The origin of the poison tree is related to its protective mechanisms against predators and pests. In nature, toxic substances contained in wood and plant parts help the tree to prevent devouring and infection by insects and other animals. Thus, the antiaris toxicaria tree survives and thrives, protecting itself from external threats. The tule tree. Now it's time to meet the tule tree, which is located in the Mexican state of Oaxaca and is one of the most impressive natural wonders on Earth. It is believed that the age of the tule tree exceeds 2,000 years. This Montezuma cypress has the thickest trunk among all the trees in the world. Its circumference is about 58 meters and its height is 35 meters. The origin of the tule tree is shrouded in legends and myths. According to local legends, this tree was planted about 1,400 years ago by an Aztec priest named Pecha, who worshipped the god of the winds. Today, it continues to stand as a living symbol of the culture and heritage of the people of Oaxaca, attracting thousands of tourists from all over the world. Many people believe that the tree has a special energy and is able to give inner peace and harmony to those who stand under its branches. Silhouettes of animals and people can be seen in its bark and branches, which makes it even more mysterious and unique. The tule tree serves as a living example of how nature and culture can intertwine, creating unique works of art. Agathis australis, or kauri. New Zealand is truly a doubling land, where majestic kauri trees rise to the skies like giant guardians of time. Kauri is not just a tree, it is a living monument of natural greatness. Some of these trees can reach heights of up to 50 meters, and their trunks often exceed 13 meters in girth. These giants have been living on Earth for thousands of years. Their age can reach more than 2,000 years, which makes them witnesses of many historical events and changes on our planet. The origin of these trees goes back to the distant past when dinosaurs reigned on Earth. Today, Agathis australis or kauri are an important part of the New Zealand ecosystem, playing a key role in maintaining the balance of local forests. They provide shelter and food to many species of animals and plants, forming a unique ecosystem that exists only here. Here, among the majestic trunks and crowns, you can feel the power and wisdom of nature, which has been living and breathing for many millennia. The angel oak tree. It's not just a tree, it's a living witness to centuries and the incredible power of nature. The virgin oak, or the oak of angels, is a tree with a history, the branches of which seem to embrace the whole world. Its majestic crown stretches over the surrounding lands, creating shade and coolness for all who seek shelter from the rays of the sun. The shade of the oak tree covers 1,600 square meters, and the longest branch is as much as 57 meters. But the most amazing thing about this oak is its age. It has lived for hundreds of years and continues to grow and prosper as if nothing can stop its life path. The name of the oak comes from the estate of the American slave owner Justice Angel. A local legend tells of ghosts of former slaves appearing as the angels around a tree. For the locals of the island, this oak is not just a tree, it is a symbol of strength and endurance which is passed down from generation to generation. Its unique beauty and grandeur attract thousands of tourists every year, making them wonder and admire its nature. In the depths of the ancient forest, where each tree holds thousands of stories, there is a giant that makes you stop and freeze in admiration. People, like little ants, go to this incredible giant whose height rivals the mountains. Its mighty roots, buried in the ground, like arteries nourish the earth, and its branches, pointing to the sky, seem to be trying to reach the very stars. It seems that this tree saw the beginning of time and silently watched the passage of centuries. Its trunk, full of deep wrinkles, reminds of the power and wisdom of nature, before which humanity is only a small episode.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.